I think the scariest thing to consider about this current moment and this, seeming war with Iran is that the best possible thing for the Trump administration and their authoritarian aims would be a 9/11 style attack on the United States homeland. And what would happen if we're attacked in that way, if there's a spectacular attack within the borders of the United States? I mean, just look at what happened in the post 9/11 world, the Patriot Act, the restricting of our rights, the way that trauma was used against us, right? And so it's a really disgusting thing to have to consider, but that is the reality, right? That the best possible thing to further Donald Trump's authoritarian aims would be to have an attack on the American homeland that he can then weaponize, that he can then use to take away more and more of our freedoms, to criminalize dissent, right? This is where we're at right now, that we should be worried about a false flag. We should be worried about a real attack, that they have kicked a hornet's nest, that they really don't know what's going to happen. This is all being done on the whims of really fucking stupid pathological narcissists all around. Pete Hegseth, Donald Trump, all of them, J.D. Vance, I mean, all of their, techno-fascist overlords. One of the interesting things, I just listened to Behind the Bastards did a 4-parter on Jeffrey Epstein and how he shaped the modern world. And I found some of the more interesting conversation in the episodes to be around what he was talking to Peter Thiel about, which is basically the collapse of the American Republic so they can buy up all of the institutions, buy up all of the resources. And that, what's happening in Iran is just more of this new world disorder, that the chaos is the point, that the disruption is the point, that the violence is the point, that the destabilization is the point. And so anything that destabilizes us further helps the Trump administration in what their stated goals are. That is the most disastrous, dangerous, and disgusting part of this, is when you really look at what they're trying to do, what that means for the American people, what it means for the world, that we have malignant narcissists in control. They're in a form of collapse. The attempts to hold them accountable with the Epstein files, with all sorts of different things, doesn't lead them to self-reflection. It leads them to lash out and to destroy and to seek to destroy the things that might hold them accountable. And that is the old world order. I mean, it's kind of laughable because the old world order was nothing great. But what's being ushered in now is exponentially worse. And we are in a very dangerous and precarious time to be alive. And it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse because the destruction is the point. The destabilization is the point. They're flooding the zone. They're overloading our nervous systems on purpose. And the question is, who the fuck can stop these maniacs? I don't see anybody.